Okay. Excuse me there. I think I'm live. Let me go look on my phone here. I certainly hope I'm live. Looks like there I am. Oh, come on. Why do I have to have a Rise of Kingdoms ad here? I don't want a Rise of Kingdoms ad on my channel. Okay. How is my audio coming through? Because on my phone, I sound amazing. Of course, that's just because I'm listening to my own voice. Yes, that does say 1 million total souls. That is across all 3 games. I am very low. Why am I... Okay, I can fix this. I do not understand why I'm low volume, is the thing. Screw it. Is this better? I'm not blowing out anyone's eardrums, right? I just jumped up, Panda God. No, I'm doing this by myself. JK reads your headphones are max. I really hope I didn't. I really hope I didn't just destroy your eardrums here. Okay, I will turn up my volume even more. Let's go 15 decibels. Actually, screw it. 20 decibels. How is this? This is the volume I will be talking when I stream. How do I sound? I mean, I know I sound absolutely incredible, but that's just because that's my voice. Hopefully I am coming through quite clear. Much better. Way better. Hello Doom and hello Trev. Sounds good. Okay. We are going to keep it at this then. So welcome. Welcome back for some of you. This is my multi-board bingo. So if you missed it, also sorry that it keeps flashing to my desktop randomly. I have to Alt-Tab to get around to what I need. Really hoping it didn't just flash my command terminal and you all saw my name. If you did, please keep it to yourself and keep calling me Telios because I'd prefer that. But so maybe if I sing a tune. Oh, greetings from Germany. Thank you, Lissans. Greetings from America. Yeah. So, if you missed it, or if you're just joining and you have no idea what this is, I wrote a custom Python script. And I have all 3 Dark Souls games running at once. What this script does is between every 5 to 10 minutes randomly, at any interval between 5 and 10, it will switch what game I am playing. Potentially. The thing is, potentially. Because I did not actually include anything to stop it from switching to the same game 2 or 3 times in a row. So, like, I could play Dark Souls 1 for, like, 20 minutes straight because it never switches. Or I could switch every 5 minutes. And my bingo board, you can see some of the objectives are specific to one of the games. Some of them are all 3 games, and some of them are just any of the games. Like, get the same weapon 3 times. I'm getting the same weapon across all 3 games. 1 million souls, that's just cumulative. I can get all in 1. I can add it up across 3. I'm realizing I just made myself do math, which is not going to work well. enter a DLC, any of them. Kill Fume Knight. Pretty obvious what game that's for. So I'm just here to get a bingo. And Trev, yes, I do want to get it working for everyone. I do not understand. So what Trev's talking about is I tried to do this with Lemon before. And if you missed it when I was explaining it against him, it worked for me. I tested it. It worked. I compressed it to an exe. It still worked. I sent it to him, and it would never switch to Dark Souls 2. Like, ever. And, like, the testing one, like, it was switching every 3 seconds, and it was never switching to Dark Souls 2. So, like, even after a minute, statistically speaking, it should have. And this happened no matter how I changed the code, no matter what I did. Every time Lemon opened it, it did not work for Dark Souls 2. So I'm still trying to figure out what is going on with that. I'm just running the raw Python code on my end. Yeah, so I'm nervous to say it works. It was working earlier. Of course, now that everyone's watching, it's just gonna like blow up my computer, but whatever. I'm gonna look at my board real quick, and then I'm gonna get this thing running. Yeah, see, Doom, I thought about that too. It's because it switches based off of the name of the game. So, like, the way I did it, say I'll drop you the code, you and Trev the dev, I'll drop you both the code later. Like, the way I did it is it's just pi auto win, which has a function that just lets me choose to activate multi-boss means a multiple person boss, like the gargoyles or the flexile sentries. But yeah, so it's a Python thing, and it just lets me change which window is active and put it on top. So it's quite literally just pulling the name of the games, which I got from, I forget which one I got it, and it pulls it from a list and sets that as the active window. So, like, it's not even bothering with the file path. And I thought, like, okay, maybe the game, and also I'm talking so much because I'm looking at my board and kind of trying to get an idea of what to do. I forgot I put Beat Shrine of Amano on there. Man, I hate myself. Yeah, so I don't know, because he should be playing the same games I am. Like, I didn't confirm he's doing Scholar of the First Sin, but, like, actually, it's not even specified. It's just called Dark Souls 2. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll drop it tomorrow, or later tonight, tomorrow, whatever, and we can try and figure it out. As soon as I can open the Shrine of Winter Dark Souls 2 of a Million Souls. Potentially. I could also just use bonfire aesthetics or just kill some bosses, but... Alright. The game switcher is live. Let's do this. So beat a boss hitless. I might be able to actually knock that out right now. So I have... Yeah, say center squares, no Hydra. Sorry, Doom, I just started the switcher, so your timer should begin now. Yeah, so I have between 5 and 10 minutes. Let's see, skip that. And I'll have to count how many bosses. Wait, Trev, Doom, am I the most experienced Python coder in here between you two? Say despite the name you don't. Say you don't do actual dev work. What counts as actual dev work anyway? Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't say I'm proficient either. JK reads, not to be confused with JK leads. Say I get it to work. It is functional, I suppose. Well, semi-functional, apparently. If I send it to other people, it stops being even that. Okay. What? I need to go back in time and punch myself. Like, why did I put Shrine of Amana and Fume Knight for Dark Souls 2? Okay. Let's see. Do this hitless? Question mark? In theory, yes. In practice, potentially not, because I'm not actually good at this game. Yes, Oscar is definitely lemon. Okay, well, there goes hitless. Whatever. There's one boss down. Say, okay, I got a humanity, so I need to keep that in mind too. Yeah, say no bet for how often it swaps. JK Meads, hello. Yes, this is triple bingo in theory. While this runs, I'm going to release my cursor here so I can. There. I've got my I've got my code running up real quick just so I can make sure if it crashes, I would like to see that, you know? Okay. Also, if you're hearing random noise in the background, that is either Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3. I don't really know. Just looking at the... You know what? Die in a poison swamp. Who wants to go to Blight Town? Not me, but that's a poison swamp, so it counts. Get Estus +3. Okay, I could actually... I could probably do that in this game. It'd probably be easiest. Put my CPU tabs on the screen for this. Yeah, I'm a little scared. Like, it is so loud right now. Like, actually, I'm gonna go for the Firekeeper Soul. Yes, it's like. Say I have a ROG motherboard, and I can just see between my monitors. I can see the logo. It's just an eye, so it's just this glowing eye as my computer screams, and it's like looking at me. It's like, why would you do this? What is wrong with you? And, well, in terms of what's wrong with me, how much time have you got? Because I can probably give you an itemized list. Would you like in alphabetical order or chronological? Oh, I'm getting nervous. Beat Asylum Demon hitless? No, I did not beat it. I did not beat Asylum Demon hitless. It like got a little bit of like the smallest bit of a kind of clip damage from like a dust cloud on me. I am strongly allergic to dust. And so it just made me sneeze, and I took damage from it. Or something, I don't know. Say, yeah, like, See, I'm waiting for the first switch, partially because I'm nervous and partially because I'm like, oh no. Now, if I remember correctly, it should at least give me a message saying when it switches and what game it's switching to. So that way, if something happens and it does not work, I at least know that, hey, it's broken. Sneeze and threw your back out. Hey. Yeah, that does not sound fun. No, that sounds absolutely horrendous. Ah, gosh. I should have gotten a timer to put on stream. It's been like 6.5 minutes. Okay, so it looks like we're probably going on the longer end. Okay. I just realized for Dark Souls 2, I just loaded the game. I didn't actually go through the whole character creation. Crap, I'm gonna have to burn through time getting laughed at by old ladies. That just sounds weird when I say it. Like, gosh. Yeah. So it's fun. So like, my family knows I have this, have this channel. Join a covenant. Yeah, it works. Holy mouse sensitivity. Holy crap. My mouse sensitivity is 0. Okay, so we're just gonna... Okay, let's move my DPI down. This is literally the minimum DPI I've got. What is this? Why is this so bad? Like, I have... Wrong button. So I literally am on the minimum DPI right now. Which, if you don't know, is distance per inch. It's how quickly your mouse travels across the screen. So, like, I should not be having this much speed. Like, this isn't bad, but it's way too high for what it should be. Hold on. What if I put on max? Oh, gosh. Nope. Yes, I play with mouse and keyboard. It is superior. Hey, I just got an achievement. I forgot. I haven't... So, before you think anything, I have played this game before. Just not on Steam. I got it on PS4 back when it came out. When was that? Like 2018? And it'll be interesting because I have not played this game since 2019. Not because I don't like it, just because, like, life, and you get busy, and, like, it just happened at a time where it's like, yeah, I can't play this very much right now, and I just never did. So this is my first time playing this on Steam, and my first time playing it in, like, 6 years. Well, there goes that hitless. No surprises there. So I remember when this game came out, it was amazing because it was the first freaking game where you could drink your Estus and walk at the same time. And it was absolutely incredible. No. I didn't want to drink my Estus. Yeah, can you tell I haven't played this in 6 years? I probably should have done a practice run beforehand, but I was too busy playing God of War. Because my wife is amazing, and she got me God of War Ragnarok for the PS4 because I don't own a PS5 and I'm not particularly interested in it. Ooh, that hurt a lot. Yeah, my wife is amazing and got me God of War. No game audio. Well, that's... Hold on a second. That was my bad. I accidentally tabbed out of the game. Got too many tabs open. Yeah, so that was not... The reason I switched back was because that was not a legitimate game swap. That was me. So the audio is very quiet. Well, that might just be because I set everything down lower. I'm going to do this because you can still hear this game in the background. You can hear all of them in the background. So I set it to be very quiet. Simply because otherwise it's absolutely horrible trying to play. And while that might be funny, I also need this stream to be somewhat watchable. Oof, yep, saw that coming. Well, I don't know how he missed, but never look a gift horse in the mouth or whatever. Especially because that gift horse will kill you. I do not remember how to kill this boss. I know fire bombs and all that, but if I miss, it's not like I can get these back very easily. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Okay. Forgot to change it back so I could actually see YouTube chat and make sure my script doesn't crash. So, yes, I'm pretty sure I killed the boss by not taking damage and then doing a lot of damage. Yeah, so hopefully this audio is alright, because 2 of 6 bosses. Thank you, Treva, because I was not going to keep track. So I'm not going to kill the Firekeeper here. I'm going to kill it in Dark Souls 2, because Dark Souls 2 has the pay to respawn mechanic. So I could actually still, like, level up. Well, okay, I guess I'm here now. And you know, if it doesn't switch to Dark Souls 2, I don't know what I do. I can either try and just do some coding live on stream to try and fix this thing, or I just kinda roll with this and ignore the Dark Souls 2 things, which I don't really want to do. What the hell is happening on Dark Souls 1, the Dark Souls 3 screen? So I could just, like, vaguely see... Oh, the Dark Souls 3 one... The Dark Souls 3 Firekeeper respawns? Oh. Oh, but yeah, so I can just vaguely see, like, the corner of Dark Souls 3, and I just see the camera is just spinning in a circle. And I don't know why. Ah, come on, Cthulhu. Dark Souls 2 isn't that bad. It's definitely the weakest of the Souls games, but, like, it's not a bad game. I admit I'm also biased because Dark Souls 2 was my first ever Souls game. Like, so the order I played these in was Dark Souls 2, and then I played Dark Souls 3, and then I played Dark Souls Remastered. So, yeah, I should probably get some water. But I guess Dark Souls 3 just captures your mouse movement and just keeps it perpetually going if you don't cancel it. Which is whatever. So I'd just like to take a moment to appreciate my luck. I'm sure it will not continue, but holy crap. Okay. Now I just have to die in a poison swamp. Doesn't specify I have to get poisoned either. I just have to die. No. Quit rolling through the damage. Actually take damage and die. Of course, I can never actually time the rolls to iframe the poison damage when I want to. It's only on accident when I'm trying to get to kill me. Hey, you, come here. Come here, come here, come here. Let's say I am not brave enough to risk doing anything on. I was about to say I'm not brave enough to risk doing any dancing on a pole, but that sounds wrong. Of course, I still just said it anyway, but, like, at least there's context of me not wanting to say it. And that was not a true switch. I keep forgetting, when I alt-tab, it switches to whatever game I was playing last because of how alt-tabbing works. That was not a true switch. That was me trying to switch to my bingo game. Where the heck is it? No, seriously, I'm blind. Where is it? There it is. Gosh. I forgot to get the Firekeeper Soul. Oh well. Oh well, there'll be more. Or I can go back for it. Okay, there's a +1. Yeah, not an elite speedrunner move. Just, sorry. My YouTube chat doesn't always load. I have it on my phone just so I can see it. There we go. There's no context after the audience clips it. Yes, I know. I know. Good night, Cthulhu. And yeah, you're right, Trev. I'll be fully honest, I whipped this together, like, today. What am I doing? I'm forgetting how to play. Like, 30 minutes before I started streaming with Doom, because I realized I forgot to actually make it. So I didn't think fully through what would be most convenient to do. So if I get this working for everyone, good night, Trev. If I get this working for everyone, I'm definitely going to change the board objectives. Gosh, my back hurts for some reason. Probably because I'm gaming and I have terrible posture, but I'm just going to complain about it instead of fix it, because that's easier. No, I'll just make them all DLC stuff. Back hurt. No, I did not actually sneeze Doom, so I don't know what happened. It's like kill all DLC bosses. See, Trev, I want you guys to actually like me in the bonfire, and I don't know. I think I'm already on thin ice with some people for making pasta in a waffle iron. I don't really want to push my luck. These are not skeletons. I mean, like catacombs, like properly skeletal skeletons. I thought it only cost 300, 350. Don't tell me to fall off a cliff. I'm probably going to, but that's rude if you say it. Okay, it's making me nervous that it has not switched Dark Souls 2. I'm going to be honest. It is making me very, very nervous. Oh yeah, there are skeletons here, aren't there? Where the frick are they? Are there skeletons here? I'm blanking. Oh yeah, in case any of you are curious about the spaghetti in a waffle iron, I have posted a single short on my channel. I don't know if I will ever post another one. It is called Spaghetti al Assassina. I'm sure I butchered that Italian, but I don't speak Italian. I made a fancy pasta dish in a waffle iron. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know quite. So I've swapped 3 times, Trev. I don't know what the full odds are because it also isn't, like, it's allowed to swap to the same game twice in a row. So, like, it can stay on Dark Souls 3. So the odds are probably a little more skewed than 1/3, but still makes me slightly nervous. If it goes on, if I get another 2 swaps without seeing Dark Souls 2, I might pop open the code. Say Italians would butcher me. We'll see. I don't know why I came this way. I do not live in the same part of the world as Babs the Jr., which means she can't kill me. I think Baron also wanted to kill me, Baron's Castle. Yes, Babs has watched it. She commented on it. I think she was very impressed with my pasta skills. As you should be, if... Like, I'm just saying, if someone can make pasta in a waffle iron, I think you should be slightly impressed. Do I? I do not have an ember. Okay. Okay, stupid. Go away. You wish you didn't have eyes. So I did not put ketchup on sushi. Well, see, Doom, I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm going to tell you all a secret. That will be a horribly kept secret because I'm saying it on a stream. I did not have tomato paste or tomato sauce to use for the pasta. So I reduced... I did it right. I reduced some ketchup in a pot, so I boiled it down, and then I added some baking soda, some bicarbonate of soda, to add more acidity and cancel out the sweetness of ketchup. So, like, I did it right, but I did use ketchup instead of tomato sauce. I also had to break the pasta, so, you know, this is the same place I just came from. Why did I... My brain is not braining today, y'all. Oh, I should have practiced this game first. I should have practiced this game. I need this game to switch to anything but this. Get me on MasterChef, please. Please. Put me on MasterChef. or put me on like Hell's Kitchen or something. Like, I want to be in front of a professional chef and just start cooking this stuff. Completely deadpan on the camera. It's like, as you can see, I am clearly a cooking expert. Yeah, I think Italy will kill me on sight. Like, it's called assassin pasta, or spaghetti, like assassin spaghetti, or however the proper translation is, because having made it, like, I am going to be killed now. The Italian mafia is actively hunting for me. Nope, I remember this. I remember the dragon. Yeah, say that is true too. I think, say, I'm not sure which of us is the worst pasta offender. Also, I'm grabbing every item because I literally cannot remember what is and is not. Hello, you scared me. I can't remember what is and is not an ember. I should have practiced this game. So doesn't everyone have a long pot for pasta? Honestly, whoa, sorry. My mouse escaped my screen when I rested at the bonfire there. Honestly, I feel like you'd be kind of surprised at what people do and don't have in their kitchen. Like, I've seen people who do not have what I would consider kitchen staples before, just in terms of, like, being able to cook. So, I don't know. Maybe. I do. I just felt like being a little chaotic, and I wanted to see if I could actually make pasta in a waffle iron. You can, and it will cook perfectly if you know how to cook. Because the thing I also find ironic is, like, I'm actually a good cook. Unironically, I'm actually a good cook. It's just that I wanted to mess around so badly. Stupid little... Fine. Fine, be that way. Gosh, the equipment load screen is different for, like, every single game. Darn it. Does he... The snakes drop titanite shards, they don't drop embers. I'm wasting my time. Unless I want the +5. I apologize in advance for whenever the game switches to Dark Souls 3, because it is going to be some of the worst gameplay you've probably ever seen. Alright, let's just get down here. Say they don't even drop what I need, so they can just go away. Where's the blasted ladder? There it is. No, stupid blood stain right there. I don't think I'm going in there. I remember what's in there. And I'm not going for that because I remember that's an ambush. Let's see, next time I do this, if I do this again, I'm gonna remember to put a timer in the corner. It doesn't count down, it it's just a timer that restarts every time the game switches, simply so I can see how much time has elapsed, only to add to my stress level as the timer goes up. Ooh, one of these is an ember. One of these is an ember. I remember that. Okay, it switched to Dark Souls 3 again, so you get to watch more of this. In case anyone is wondering. Hey, okay, I've got humanity, I've got an ember. I just need to get Dark Souls 2. I need to hope Dark Souls 2 works. Fear of the unknown is better. I mean, yes, you are right, Doom. Oh, and speaking of timers, I know I did one single stream where I did a random weapon in Dark Souls 2. I'm going to work on that one. I'm going to work on editing the code. I have an idea. Oh, you are on the elevator. This is single occupancy only. Yeah, so I have an idea for the code for that, everyone. Where before it was just giving me a new item or a new weapon that I had to manually equip, which made it really way more difficult than I wanted it to be. My idea, I should have rested the bonfire. The idea I have is that there's a Python, say there's something you can do for Python. I forget if it's called a directory or a library or whatever. Well, hi. That will automatically simulate mouse actions and button presses. Now, and you can put it on a coordinate grid, like your monitor is on a grid, and you can change the coordinates for it. So my idea is that I am going to take that and I'm not going to use the ember to heal. And I'm going to set it so that when the timer goes off, it automatically clicks the place in Cheat Engine that changes your equipped weapon, because I found it. Like, there is a spot in Cheat Engine, at least the table I'm using, that will change your equipped weapon. So my thought is, if I activate that with my code, and I can input text, so if I do that, if I copy and paste the weapon, input it into Cheat Engine, I wanted to use an ember, but actually, no, I've barely damaged him. I should not waste an ember here. There it is. Yeah. I don't know how much of me talking about that for the weapon swap made sense, because I know I was definitely kind of rambling and was partially talking to myself, but that is my idea. It's basically just, I think I can make it work. I just need to code it and test it. And then I can continue the weapon swap without having to mess with it myself. I have the shortcut. What am I doing? Not using the shortcut. Yeah, so because I don't want to do the Dark Souls 2 weapon swap as is right now, just because the difficulty wasn't from the weapons randomly changing, it was from having to change it myself, and that is not what I wanted. Like, I wanted the difficulty to come from randomly changing the weapon. Yeah. Yes, it's basically just Dark Souls 2, but my weapon randomly changes every whatever. And the way it's set up now is bad, and I think I can make it good. Okay. I don't know how long I've been going. This could end really badly. Ow. Well, there goes hitless. So I'm being quiet because I am focusing because I have not played this fight in 6 years. And yeah, it's Dark Souls, but 6 years of no practice. Makes you kind of forget that he does that when he's mad. Jeez. Well, that hurt. Yeah. Trev, I don't know if you heard this. I think you'd enjoy this. I need this game to swap. Think you'd enjoy this, Trev. So, the first time I wrote it, I was trying to overwrite the memory manual. Yeah, I'm not doing dual tack. Wow. This is a painful way to remember this. A really low tone? I don't know if that's my PC or one of the other 2 games I got open or what, but yeah. Oh, but yeah, so Trev, I was originally trying to overwrite the memory in the game file itself with the weapon ID of the new weapon. So basically just changing, say for everyone else who might not understand, I was trying to manually just change the game save file while I was playing to change what weapon I was using. And I tried running it, and so it kind of worked, because it changed my weapon to bare fists. Except for, on 2 separate, unconnected occasions that I could not replicate, it gave me a shield. Not the same shield either. Like, it gave me 2 different shields. And the reason it was weird was because the list it was pulling from for weapon IDs did not include the shields. So, like, it literally should not have. And all of a sudden, it just magically made a shield appear in my hand twice. And not even the same shield. Oh, come on. It switched to Dark Souls 3 again. Like, I'm kind of worried that Dark Souls 2 is not working. And if that's the case, I have to change this. You'll get to see some coding on stream instead. Yeah, I forgot about the elevator. Okay, hold on a second. That was me swapping. Come on. There we go. Okay. Starting a poll. Do I take a break and check the code to see if it's skipping Dark Souls 2? Or do I keep going a little bit longer? If you say yes, you're saying keep going. I will check the code at some point if it doesn't switch soon. Or no, if you say yes, sorry. If you say yes, I'm going to take a break, check the code, see if there's a reason it seems to be skipping Dark Souls 2. If you say no, I'll just keep going for a little bit. And I will check it eventually if it keeps looking like it's skipping. Yeah, say it do be whack. Because the thing is, it was working. It was working when I tested it. It always works when I test it. And then it has to be used. And then it's like, no more. Okay, I'm seeing yes. So I'm going to chuck myself off a cliff here. End the poll. Oh gosh, that's... Yes, it could be luck. We're going to pause the code so the switcher is no longer active. Now what else do I need to do? Open up the file dumb code. Pop open the game swapper. There. If you saw anything like my first name, please just pretend you didn't. Yeah, say timing up to every 3. That's really what I'm going to probably do. In case you're curious, here's my code. So you can see, like, so I have the game names, which I confirm, like, those are just the names when it's running. Put them in a list, so that way the game list, it becomes random choice, pulls the, so it randomly pulls one of these 3. And if it can't find it, for whatever reason, it just tells me, because then I know that one of these names is wrong. And then it just kind of goes back, and so that way, yeah. So then it takes, so the game list, say it pulls that, it becomes the first spot, which will just be whatever this is. And then the game title is the window title, which is the window, which is the game list 0, which is one of these 3. And then what it tries doing is connecting to it and making it the top window and making it focused, so that's what I'm playing in. And if it works, it prints this for me to see, and if it doesn't, it says, hey, this didn't work. Yeah, I left my debugging one in here just to make it easy for me. Yeah, and then my timer. So it's random time, 5 times 60, and then 10 times 60. So that's just, is it seconds times 60? I forget what exactly I did, but whatever. But yeah, so it's 1 minute times however long, so by 5, so that's 5 minutes to 10 minutes, and then yada yada, it takes a quick sleep just to make sure it doesn't overload and crash. And then it does the game switch. Okay, there it is. I was confused for a second because I forgot I put that there. And I was like, wait, how is it running this? Because I'm not telling it to run it. Okay, so we're going to edit that timer out. Put that timer back in. It says 0.5 seconds. There's a slight delay, so it's like a couple seconds instead. And then over here in secret, unless it opens in the middle of the freaking screen. Yeah, say. Some of y'all have definitely seen. Whatever. Python game swapper dot py. Okay, so it's going to be it should be swapping pretty fast now. So there's Dark Souls 3. It swapped to Dark Souls 3 again. I swear if it stopped acknowledging. Okay, Dark Souls 2. I'm going to lose my mind. Because understand, when I say it works, like, it works, and then I don't change the code. Nothing in this is changing between the test working and the test not working. Switch to Dark Souls 3 again. It's ignoring Dark Souls 2, isn't it? Dark Souls Remastered. Okay, just switch to Dark Souls 1 3 times in a row. I don't think it's catching 2. Why? But why? Why does it break? Gremlins. Yeah, it's gremlins. Okay, I might be doing a bit of a... So, I'll run another poll. It gets like one quick instance. Sorry, it's spinning. I'm exited out of the window. Okay, yeah, it's definitely, like, statistically at this point, it should have chosen it at least once. But why? But why? Yeah, say, I'll show you. Here's Dark Souls 2. It's here. It's chilling. It's having fun. No, I don't have to go through the character creator. Like, when I tested it, it as a legendary man once said, it just works. Can I run another poll? Okay. Yeah, I should make a function so that it forces it to switch to Dark Souls 2. So I'll also see... So here's one too. Do I edit the board? Say, do I re-edit my board to exclude Dark Souls 2? And... Dark Souls TM Scholar the First Sin. What's the game window? It's like, 'cause when I pulled the game window, it said it was just called Dark Souls 2. And no, people do not want me to exclude Dark Souls 2, apparently. Is what I am seeing. Okay. With, like, 100%. Yeah, because, like, I get the idea of it being titled wrong. I absolutely do. It's just the fact that, like, my tests, it worked. I don't know why I have one called test that's literally the exact same code. What? Whatever. What's this version? Exactly the same. It's like, it hasn't changed. So the fact that it's not working is really weird. Hold on, what is it called? No, Doom, I did not forget the semicolons. Semicolons do not exist in Python because it's better. Yeah, I'm honestly just gonna go in. I'm gonna change what it's named. So I could do down the direct file path. The only reason I haven't is because I don't want to look for it. Hold on, what's it? File path Yeah, file path would be better. I just have to remember how to do that in Python because I haven't had to do that in a minute. What's it called? No, I don't need to do it as. Oh, you have? Oh, PyWin auto. That's the problem. So hopefully this is entertaining for people. It's not what I wanted to do. Say I found someone on Stack Overflow that says they have the solution to what I'm trying to do, so I'm going to try what they're doing. Yeah. So the reason I haven't done that... Hold on. Test one, try and force it with a keystroke. Yeah, so what I'm trying to do right now before I do that is, yeah, so I thought I disabled the stupid AI suggestion thing. I don't know why it's still here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to run it. Cool, so that did not do what I needed. Oh wait, because I pulled... Well, I'm pulling top windows. Yeah, I thought I turned off the tab autofill. Like I did. No, I know I did because I hated it. Ah, gosh. See, this is the fun part. So like I'm just doing research right now to figure out how to get it to do what I need it to do. But like I'm not doing it on my computer. You're just kind of watching this while I talk. In case anyone's interested in programming, this is a lot of it. You need to be really good at knowing how to Google. Yes, I'm definitely curious about that, Doom. Because I got... Will it not run properly if I'm... Exiting out of that real quick so I can rename it because I forgot to actually name it to something that'll work nicely with what I'm doing here. I need that to stop displaying there. Screw you, I'll see you at this point. Return the windows. Okay, there we go. So it's telling me the open window right now is Dark Souls 2. as I have it written, I'm going to copy and paste it directly from my terminal. Pop it in here. No, it is not Scholar of the First Sin. Shut up, you stupid freaking AI. And understand, like, yes, I have a dislike of AI. I am not opposed to people using it to help them debug code, because it can read, 500 lines of code faster than I can. I just hate the fact that it's like, hey, do you want to type this? Because it's like, no. Like, I do not want you to autofill my code, partially because I'm trying to make sure I actually know how to do this and can learn it, and partially because sometimes what you're telling me to autofill is wrong. You're sometimes telling me the wrong thing, and that isn't helpful if you tell me the wrong thing. Okay. I copy and pasted that in. Dark Souls 2. Like, I don't have an error. I'm not seeing anything looking weird with my code. The games go to the correct games. If I look over it, you can see it is called Dark Souls 2. That is the task, what it is called. I'm researching real quick. The valve never being assigned. I mean, that is fair, Doom. Do you think I need to... You know what, let's change it to 5. Yeah, if that's... Say, if that's up, then I will change... I don't need uniform. Crap, what is it? Trying to remember what does a whole integer. Is it random.choice? Random.int? I think it's that. I'll just hold it for that for now. Okay. So if you're just tuning in, have no idea what I'm doing, this code is supposed to be swapping through all 3 of the Dark Souls games, but instead it's like ignoring the existence of Dark Souls 2. Which does mean it has the popularity of a lot of the fan base behind it, I'm sure, but I don't want it to do that. And if this takes too much longer, I'm not going to be able to keep streaming because I have work tomorrow, and it's currently midnight. I don't need that much sleep to function. But I also have Ren Fair this weekend, and I will die. Just checking real quick on quick and easy, potentially quick and easy, to switch to the game window when I hit a button. What happens if I change the order of the list? I can try that. It's really not going to do much if I change the order of the list, because I don't know how much code about Coding Panda, but so there's my list with my games. This is just pulling a random one from any of these. So if I change the order of the list, it really won't do anything, because it's still going to pull randomly from index 0, 1, or 2. And so if I switch Dark Souls 2 to index 2 or index 0, it's still just going to be pulling randomly from these 3. whatever it is, it's having a problem. Like, my error catcher must be wrong. Like, the exception error must be a problem, or the game list thing must be a problem, because it's just skipping. I could try Dark Souls 2 more than once. I just don't, like, I don't know if that would actually work, I guess. Let me see, what is it? How's game list and array? And lone pair? Nah. When it comes to coding, there really isn't a dumb suggestion. Saying how is it an array? It's just a random number. Gonna be honest, Doom, I'm not entirely sure what you're asking. That is true, Panda. Hold on, let me see if I can get a quick switch implemented. I didn't import keyboard, did I? Or did I? No. Import keyboard. So what I'm trying to do now, I suppose you are right. I forgot about Doom asked about the index valve. So yeah, I can try switching around. I'm gonna add this that will hopefully work on the first go. That just is meant to switch. No, it's not focus game, is it? Is that? No, not focus game. What is it called? I don't know where I go. Where is it? When window equals game list. Oh, so what this is doing, I don't know if this is me doing it wrong or just a Python thing. So game list is obviously that. Did I actually get it wrong? Before I start trying to explain it, now I'm wondering if I got it wrong. So what it's supposed to be doing is that it's pulling, it pulls from index spot 0 in the game list. Which, yeah, imagine being an actual software dev and streaming this. Yeah, insane rubber ducking. Well, game list. It's my problem that game list isn't actually populating in a list, so when it's trying to pull my array index spot 0 from my list, is the problem that game list doesn't actually make a list. Because it's making a random choice from games. That might be my problem. Gonna finish this. Okay, set to focus. Is that really all I need? I don't know if that's all I need for that to work, but I'm willing to try it. Hey, yeah, rubber ducking, IT and dev work thing where you just open up dumb code. It's where you talk to a rubber duck to help you. It acts as your external brain. It's kind of like talking to yourself, but it's surprisingly effective. Like, seriously, just for anything in life, if you are like, oh, I'm not sure, find a stuffed animal, find a rubber duck. I have a squishmallow that my wife got me. His name is Gilbert. I talk to him, and like, it's surprisingly helpful. Where you just talk to your inanimate object, and you're like, okay, and you just walk through it, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, wait a minute, I never thought of this. Okay, I got that. Okay, running the game swapper. Let's just, you know what, we're gonna open up Dark Souls 2 first. And maybe, hello, I forgot about you. Okay, well now it says now playing Dark Souls 2. I swear, if it just randomly started working, I'm gonna be, like, happy. Okay, now it's now playing Dark Souls 2. Is it only switching to Dark Souls 2 now? Is there something weird going on with how Dark Souls 2 captures screens, or captures your game window? I might have made it worse. It might be perpetually stuck in Dark Souls 2 now. No. If this fucking worked, what the fuck? What the actual fuck? Sorry, pardon my language. I'm sorry, but like, why? Sure. Okay. So I'm scared. Going to stop the script because I cannot have it be changing on me every like 5 seconds. Change it to that. Yeah, so you saw it work, so you know it works. You know it works. I am crazy, but my code works. So I've just given up trying to hide the terminal screen at this point. Okay, it did not like... Let's say I did what you saw on stream, and then I opened up Dark Souls 2 as the first window, and it just started working. But now it crashed because I changed it from random whatever it was to random int. So let me figure out why that happened. That should be easy. I probably just typed the wrong thing. It's probably not random int. There's probably not random.int. It's probably random int. Oh no, there it is. Found my mistake. It's rand int, not random int. Okay. I'm going to start playing. Okay. So on the one hand, it does accidentally, I left the part of the debugger on where it tells me how much time until it swaps. On the other hand, it's all in seconds, and I can't mentally do that conversion. So, we'll see. I want this on top so I can make sure we're working. My friends, we might be rolling. I'm going to say we're good. We're going. I hope you enjoyed my little coding adventure. I will happily do that again in the future, though maybe not with that one. Yeah, I have no explanation for that, so please do not ask for one. Oh, wait, sorry, I have to change the game window again. Or, not the game window, I have to change my setup again. Since I messed so much with my setup to make sure to get everything working right, now it's not right. Funny how that works. Okay. I'm glad it was interesting. I find it fun, and like, legitimately, it is actually a pretty good way to learn coding. Ooh, human FG. And with that human FG, I got all 3 of those. Just getting myself equipped here. I like how it gives you bolts, but not a crossbow. Yeah, so there we go. There's an objective. Holy crap. I looked away at my screen, from my screen when I was running. And I didn't rest at the bonfire. Okay, I need to get back in the game. I'm going to take a quick second to get water. Oh yeah, Trev, you're right. I start at half health hollowing. I'm counting that, because I lost time to having to fix that. I'm going to stop and get water and reset my brain. Okay. And yes, I definitely just lost time because I decided to do that, but I needed water, and I also got myself some of my mead. It's been aging for about a month, so I want to see how the taste is. Oh, and yeah, in case you didn't know, I make my own alcohol, which is legal where I live, depending on what type it is, so. No, Pear. Ohio is what the kids say if it's bad. If it's like, well, not bad, but like strange. Trev, nah, the kids don't really say lit anymore. In case you're wondering, I know this because I used to be a middle school teacher for 6th, 7th, and 8th, so I am very much in tune with what the kids considered to be based sometimes. Yes, JK Meads. Someone said mead. I make my own. How do all these people die in the starting area? Ooh, that's good. That aged well. But yes, so yeah, the kids definitely say based now. I'm trying to remember what else they say. Because while I was a teacher, I also have not actually taught in a minute or two. Okay. Actually, wait, sorry. I want... Okay, now I got my Estus. So now we're going to kill the Firekeeper. Yeah, say cap and no cap, they also will say sometimes. I forgot. On mouse and keyboard, there's an input delay. It's the worst. So, I need to kill a Firekeeper, and the reason I am killing the Firekeeper here is because you can respawn them, and yeah. Goodbye. Now, da, 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 da. You can hear the clicks. My bad. My bad. I did not realize. You are... Hell yeah. It worked. And good night, Trev. Thanks for stopping by. I am the greatest coder who has ever lived. And you cannot prove me otherwise. Yes, and Trev, I'll drop my I'll put it in the GitHub, or in my GitHub, and then drop the link to that in the bonfire at some point. Keep forgetting to get the shortcut. I mean, I opened the shortcut, I just keep forgetting to actually go there. Instead, I'm going to go die to Fort again, because I am bad at this game. Let's see, I won't think I'm the worst coder of all time because I have undeserved confidence in myself. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, I just realized I can still hear Dark Souls 2 so loud in my ears. How did I not notice this until now? I am so sorry, everyone. Majula, you are very scenic, but I really do not want to hear you right now. Ow. Ah, crap. Okay, I'm glad you guys can't really hear Majula. I can't hear it now either, but when I first started the fight, I could hear Majula in the background of, crap. I could hear it in the background of the fight. It was like, oh no. Well, I'll fix it on the next go-round when it comes by. You just get to watch me suffer and struggle against Vort. Not that way. Shortcut is this way. Hello. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Not good. Right. Oh crap, can you can, yeah, you can. Yeah, that's Majula on the left side of the screen. I didn't realize you could see that. When I'm not in danger, I mean, I guess I'm technically not in danger right now. I'm trying, excuse me, sir, I'm trying to fix something. I am failing to actually fix something. Why won't it actually let me? It won't let me actually move this. There we go. There we go. See, that's the real reason I was failing. It's because I kept getting distracted. I've got the calming tones of Majula playing in my ear. Okay. Yeah, see, you might not have a problem with it, but, like, I do. And, since I'm the main character here, that's... Nah, I think that's a real person, and I don't want to summon anyway. Yeah, since I'm the main character, what I care about matters. Nah, I'm not the main character. If I am, my life is a little too boring. I'm in a... I cannot get the timing on that down. Well, crap. Oh gosh. Okay, I need to remember to add a function that mutes whatever game is not currently active. Although it is very entertaining to hear me dying in the background. Oh, that was good. That was really good. See, that's the comedic timing I want. That is exactly what I want. Okay. Has not switched Dark Souls 1 yet, but we saw it do it once in the test. So I believe it will work. And if it doesn't, then it's just funny. And by funny, I mean I'm gonna punch my computer in the face. So we either laugh or we cry in programming land, or we do a little bit of both. Yes, I cannot use bonfire. Well, good thing I don't need the bonfire to do this. Oh wait, this is Dark Souls 2. Lighting the bonfire counts as resting at it, so I'm good. See, that is an amazing change that they made. So glad they did that. You know what? I'm gonna say a couple good things about Dark Souls 2. Yes, the change is amazing. The variety of what you can do with weapons and power stancing, fantastic. Bonfire aesthetics, sorry I got distracted, are great. Please. You are the worst. Careful, I'm going to fall off. Say the resting at bonfire, or the lighting a bonfire counts as resting at it? Incredible. Being able to teleport from the get-go is also great. Because locking the teleports doesn't do much, honestly. Gotta remember the delay on the weapons. Now, in case anyone was wondering, so I said this was my first Dark Souls game. I didn't know adaptability was a thing when I started. So I never upgraded it because it didn't look like it did anything important. So I beat all of Dark Souls 2 without ever changing my roll adaptability. I just got really good at timing my rolls. In case anyone was wondering about this. Oop. I shouldn't have bragged. The instant I brag. Have I played Lies of P? No. It's on my radar. It is on my radar, not something I've played. I think I can hear Dark Souls 3 just like running in circles in the background. Oh yeah, I was talking about how Dark Souls 2 is actually more amazing than people give it credit for. Yeah, I would say hands down, if there was one thing from Dark Souls 2 that I could bring into every other game, bonfire aesthetics. The bonfire aesthetics are one of the best things that they put into this game. Yeah, that was just me. I got distracted and did not look what I was doing when I rolled. That was just a silly me thing. Oh, also, it looks like the game switched, and it switched to Dark Souls 2 again. It wants me to keep trying this. Elevators go back up when you die. Yes. Oh, Pear, you are a member now. You actually have GG as an emote. Or emoji, or whatever the hell they call it. Custom made by me. In case you were wondering, you have that now. So yeah, you have members, you have 4 emotes. I am working. I am working on more. It's just, I make them, and I make them in my free time, which doesn't exist. Come on. Finally. So that puts me at 1, 2. I've killed 2. I've killed 3 bosses now. Because I killed... I'm trying to count for the 6 bosses thing. I shouldn't have done that. That requires me to remember things. I've killed Dragon Rider. I've killed Asylum Demon. I've killed Gungnir. That's 3. I have not killed any other bosses in Dark Souls 1. I can't get past 4 in Dark Souls 2. So yeah. Say Asylum, Dragon Rider, and Gunyear. So I'm 3 out of 6. I'm halfway there. I also need to stop using this dagger and get a different weapon, but... Oh, come on, that was a crit. Can I not? It shouldn't be. Okay, yeah, apparently, I don't know if it was the wrong position or the fact that I was two-handing, but... Good night, pair. Okay. The sound of dark. Yeah, I need to add something. Okay, that can help me get to the +3. I need to add something to mute whatever window isn't active, because the sound of Dark Souls 3 running in circles is going to be the sound of my insanity. You guys think I have sanity? I keep forgetting about the stupid... Well, not stupid. I made this. Well, it is stupid because I made it. I forgot about the joining covenant. I don't really want to do Covenant of Champions in this game. Ignoring you. Ignoring you. If I'd gone the other way, I could get Lenigrast and get a rapier, but I didn't. So instead we're here. I would do that in a second. Okay. That was not a real switch. Sorry. That was me trying to say when next coding stream. I don't know. Maybe I'll code when I'm trying to do. Shoot, what's it called? When I'm trying to fix my weapon swapper. I don't know for certain. I'll at least consider it. Yeah, that is what I'm kind of scared of, Panda. I didn't say it, like, oh yeah, because that becomes a mimic. But yeah, Dark Souls 2 New Game Plus is definitely the best, because it actually, like, changes stuff and adds new enemies and stuff. But yeah, I'm scared. I'm slightly scared of changing the code, because it's, like, gonna crash the instant I do and stop choosing Dark Souls 2 again. And it's just like, yeah, I don't know if I can mentally handle that. But yeah, I don't know. People seem at least semi-interested in when I was coding, so maybe I'll do a coding stream for when I'm fixing the thing. You need to begin working? Nah, Doom, you don't have to work. Nah. I'm glad you could stop by, and thanks for our bingo game earlier. Enjoy your work. I say I'll let y'all know how the run goes, and like I said, I'll drop the GitHub in a minute. But yeah, if people seem semi-interested, or actually interested in the coding, so maybe when I'm working on the weapon swapper for this, I'll do that. Maybe. I'll think about it, because it's also like, you know, people live stream on code, or code on live stream. Well, I'm gonna die. They're usually a lot better at it than I am, is kind of the thing. I can hear myself getting killed. I am dying a painful death. There it is. Like, I am not necessarily the best definitely grabbing this. Um, so like, I'm just worried it would be boring because it would be a lot of me researching off camera, and then like struggling and failing to get my code working. But at the same time, if people want to see it, like, I'll do it. Like, I'll show you guys. It's just kind of whatever would be interesting for people. It'd be fun to watch. You're here for the journey. Okay. You jerk. You jerk. Okay, you didn't hit me. You're cool. Clear them out. Oh, man. I lost time with the coding adventure, but I severely miscalculated, I feel like, on making this bingo board. Because I thought I'd be able to fly through this a lot faster. And even without losing the time to making it work. It's like, ooh, you're right. This is going to take longer than I thought. So there's every chance I do not actually finish this tonight, but we'll see. I'm going to do my best. Because I really would like to. Just like I said, I have work tomorrow. Okay. We'll just try this. If I die, I die. If I swap in the middle of it, so be it. That is exactly what this is here for. So I don't know how long I've been going, but probably long enough that I should not use a gold pine resin. Okay. Say my coworker asked if I had any big plans today, and I did not mention this because I'm like, how on earth do I even explain this? I'm going for the hit list, so I'm trying to be cautious. Wait, did I? I got the Dragon Rider off the edge, didn't I? That is hitless. What am I doing? That counts. Yes, 30 minutes does seem a lot longer when it's midnight. So I don't have to do this hit list because I got the Dragon Rider off the edge. And that's good, because I am not going to try and do a hit list now. But I am going to... That was not a real switch. Gosh. That Dragon Rider counts. So, acquire one of each Lord item. That, I should not have put that on the board. That's going to take forever. I should not have done that. Should not have done the Moonlight. I should not have done a lot of these. Live and learn. You know, it's part of the adventure. Say kill Blacksmith Santa 3 times. I did not dodge that. That I can probably pull off. Well, actually, that would involve killing Andre, and I am bad at that, but I'm willing to try and pull it off. So I'm just trying to see, like, what would be the easiest. of these for me to get. 1,000,000 souls, yeah, that was a mistake to put on there. I am going to go with what, forget who it was, but someone suggested if I can open the Shrine of Winter. Kill a multi-boss. Honestly, far right down is looking my best bet, because Gavlan, I can get him pretty quick once it switches to Dark Souls 2. If I just change path and go for No Man's Wharf instead. Enter Anne Orlando, that will be a little bit harder, but not too bad. Estus +3. I'm on my way with this. Hello, that startled me. I do want to get my souls, because I want to be able to get Leningrass Key, and I want to be able to get a better weapon. But yeah. Say a multi-boss, there's plenty of those that I can choose from, especially if I get the guards. Say Dark Souls 3, I just have to learn that better. I forgot that's the wrong button. Where do I go? What do I do? Where do I go and what do I do? Wow, I don't know if you could hear that clicking, but I just did not attack. Oh man, that delay was bad. That was bad. Do not... Yes, Moonlight Greatsword would not be terrible, but if I'm struggling to kill Vord, I don't even want to think about Dancer, you know? Oh, and good night, Lysands. I just saw that you said that. My YouTube chat is not loading properly again. Fun. I have the live stream pulled up on my phone to make sure everything's working fine. So. But yeah, I want my souls, and I want Leningrass Key, because I want to be able to change my weapon from a dagger to literally anything else. Pop that now, just preemptively. Let me kill one of you to get you out of the way. Oh, come on. Woohoo! My commentary right now is just me making noises and singing because I'm actively dying. Oh, that was very, very close to taking me out. Hurry up. Okay, you can kill me now. I do not care. Oh, I get some water. I say Panda. Fort is not my only chance at progression, but my other chance of progression is a late game boss that I can access early. So my chances are even worse if I go and fight someone else. So no, but yes, if that makes sense. Gosh, I keep forgetting what buttons do what in this game because the input maps are different. Okay. Let's see, I know I'm planning on going to No Man's Wharf so I can talk to Gavlan. Yes, the late game boss, the dancer, the music and rhythm, instead of being 4/4, is in, I think it's 3/4? I forget exactly, but I think it's something like that. So the rhythm is slightly different from every other boss in the series, pretty much, which makes it a little bit harder. It's cool, super cool. I forget why these show up in orange. Is it because I have not killed the area boss yet? Or is it because whatever, I don't care. I do not care, I don't have time to figure that one out. But I did forget that I want to get a weapon, because a dagger is not going to cut it. My brain is leaking out my ears, everyone. My brain is leaking out my ears. So you are watching a man lose his mind. And have fun doing it. So, is it really all bad? What I do want to know is why. There we go. Every now and then I just have to click on my YouTube chat from this end, just so it loads all the messages. Like what is my dex? What's the requirement? 12? I think if I two-handed, I'm okay. I certainly hope so, because I forgot I can't level up. Oh well. And Cosmic Zweihander, member for 4 months. Thank you very much. That is saying I question why you would do that, but I thank you for doing it anyway. Now I'm gonna go talk to the gargoyles. I'm gonna go talk to the gargoyles is what I'm gonna do. Well, that will get me killing a multi-boss. That can help me almost get my Estus to +3. So this is honestly all very good. And I'm pulling the gate to ruin anyone's satisfaction of doing it first. And now we're gonna run. Right. You go away. You go away. Aw, chat. Zweihander thinks you're cute. Make sure you say something nice back to them. And good morning, Zwei. How are you? In fact, how is everyone today, tonight, this evening? How is everyone in this timeless void that we call YouTube? Oh yeah, so I guess he does not respawn or reset position. So it's not morning for Panda. Oh, good. I'm gonna guess evening, based on your reaction. So good evening, good night, good afternoon, good whatever. I hope everyone is doing amazingly today, because you are all incredible. You could be better in a yacht. See, me too, except for replace yacht with like anything else because I'm scared of the ocean. Hey, steel gauntlets, cool. I forget how many of these I need. So I am not going to do that killing Andre 3 times thing because I am genuinely scared of this Andre. See if I could say, and I know that buying or getting a +5 weapon isn't going to necessarily do anything for me on the bingo board, but it will just be helpful in general, you know? In Europe, you have C's. Right, you do. Well, I'm scared of them too. I say anything above a swimming pool. It's really not my speed. Just something about oceans. So I had someone ask me one point, like, "Oh, you do YouTube, you stream. Like, would you ever do Subnautica? I love that game." I'm like, I don't know if I can handle playing Subnautica because that is like the actual version of all of my fears. And it would take a lot to convince me to actually play Subnautica. Yes, I am using mouse. I use mouse and keyboard. It is fantastic. And I do not regret it. Purposely dove with sharks. Yeah, no. I say love that for you. Hope you had fun. Just no. Leave me on dry land. Ow. Dry land is where this helmet belongs. I don't know when I'm going to switch. I feel like it's got to be soon. But at the same time, I also know that this weapon, as I learned from my bingo game with Doom, is insane against the gargoyles. And look at that. Would rather swim with sharks than see your ex. Sometimes it's like that. That was not a true swap. That was a mistake. There we go. And now I've got... And now I'm one step closer to entering Anor Londo. Doesn't mean I have to kill Quelaag, who I'm getting really tired of seeing in these bingo streams, but I do it to myself, I guess. My suffering is my own fault. Spots that drop off in the darkness. Yeah, like, there's so many things about, like, deep sea just diving or swimming or snorkeling that I do not understand. Where it's like, It's like, oh yeah, it just drops into nothingness. It's like, what? Why would you want to see that? Why would you want to be above that? Say, my wife is from a place that is by the ocean, and she's like, yeah, at one point, did some ocean like kayaking or something with the bioluminescence. And I'm like, so I'm just looking. It's gone. So since I started this in Dark Souls 2, it's gone Dark Souls 2, then it switched to 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Is it just skipping Dark Souls 3 all of a sudden? Because, I mean, if it is, that at least helps me to some extent narrow down what's going on, I think. Because it's almost like... But it's also successfully switched to it, so I don't see why it would be skipping it. I don't know. Maybe the code's just working fine, and it's just an odd thing. That's what I'm telling myself. But, yeah, my wife... Yeah, she's like, yeah, the bioluminescence, it's pitch black, and then you just see the color, like, in the water. And I'm like, no. No, because what my brain immediately jumps to, like, immediately goes to, is, you're there, it's pitch black, and then all of a sudden, just, like, deep below you, you just see this huge swell of, bioluminescent color. And it's just like, yeah, that would be... like, absolutely terrifying. Are you kidding me? Okay, need to get around you. Isn't Gavlan supposed to be around here somewhere? Come on, Gavlan. You wheel, you deal. I need ya. Right, I can't actually use his weapon effectively, can I? Oh, wait, no. He's down here, isn't he? But yes, like, that's what my brain immediately jumps to when it's like, yeah, the bioluminescence. It's like, that sounds absolutely terrifying to me. Hello, lads. Darn it. I think Subnautica might not be for me. Yeah, Subnautica's definitely not for me. Do I skip the underwater levels of Super Mario? No, I don't do that, because that is okay. Hold on a second, gotta refresh my YouTube. For some reason, like, it just won't update my YouTube chat until I click on it. So, like, if I miss a message from you, I am very sorry. I do not mean to. It's just that it literally does not show me the message. Unless I click on it. But yeah, no, I know Subnautica is not for me. Deep, like, just a deep fear of the ocean. I do a stream of it for Halloween, and I just label it listen to a grown man cry while playing Subnautica. Also, why did you ask, Zwei, why did you ask if Quelaag is hot or not? What the hell? Say, she is a murderous Spider Woman. I feel like that should not be a question. Oh crap. I feel like I missed Gavlan. I definitely missed him. Why can't I remember where he is? Gavlan wheels, Gavlan deals. Why can't I find him? Okay. So here's the question for you then. Who is the hottest Dark Souls boss? If you wanna discuss about Quelaag, tell me tell me which one you would rank at number 1 then. Because now I want to know. Yeah, like I swear Gavlin should be right around here. Unless he's on... So he must be a different house because I don't hear him drinking. Why can't I remember where my boy is? Why can't I remember where my boy is? It's Gavlin. He's not here. Which means he must be one of those ones. Hey buddy. No, I know he's not that one. Because I know he's at the connecting houses. Lysandra. Meads before or after she takes evil boss form. Because I feel like that makes a very big difference. Gosh. The delay on the inputs. Okay, they just phased into existence, right? Like, not just me. Oh, why can't I remember where he is? I feel so embarrassed. I love Gavlin. Either. Okay. Alright. Still better than Gaping Dragon? I mean, yeah, but like... That puts... Like... Gaping Dragon kind of just puts the bar in like hell, if that's your standard. Gonna be honest with you. So I'm pausing. I'm trying to remember where on earth Gavlan is. Wait, he's on one of the ledge houses up there, isn't he? I mean, I know they're all ledges, but like, I understand what I mean. I understand what I mean. Priscilla is the only answer. Say, I knew I'd definitely get a lot of those as an answer. Whoop. No, thank you. I want nothing to do with any of you. Excuse me. Yes. He's on one of the ledges. No. Talk to him. Talk to him. Talk to him. Talk to Gavlan. And there. Gonna use him as a moment to get a drink. And just talk to my boy Gavlan. Because he is awesome. Oh. So, what's the hottest Dark Souls boss? Well, obviously the hottest Dark Souls boss has to be Ceaseless Discharge, considering he's literally made of lava. I mean, if I remember correctly from science class, lava is pretty hot, so it has to be Ceaseless. Okay. F plus... Okay. Oh, hello. Well, now my inputs aren't delayed. And, well, I'm about to die in Dark Souls 2. And if you don't don't like Ceaseless Discharge as my answer, then the second answer that I have to give would absolutely be Smo. You can't beat Smo, you know? Zwei, I absolutely love the creativity of the response, but it makes me feel strange to read it. And yes, at least I know Dark Souls 3 is working. I am not eager about Dark Souls 3, partially because the bingo objectives I need are not in Dark Souls 3, and partially because I am bad at this game. Yeah, like... So I'll keep trying, because this is just practice, because eventually I'll do some Dark Souls 3 challenge runs, which means I have to be good at this game. True, Smelter Demon would also have to be relatively, but that is Dark Souls 2. Yes, I have to get good at this game eventually if I'm going to do any runs for it, which means this is just practice, because clearly I need it. Ow. Was not looking. Need to heal now, or I will die. Ow. Just run. Just run, 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 run. Darn it. Opinions on Murgo's wet nurse? You mean the invisible boss? Okay. Why? Why can't I can't get this because I have not played this in literal years. I can't get this because I have a skill issue. Simp only run talking to female NPCs. Okay. Back into the meat grinder. Let us go once more under the breach, my friends. Face down certain death until the game switches again, which could very well be in the middle of this fight. But that would be hilarious, so we're doing it. Plus, it feels lame to just try and run down the timer. Kind of defeats the purpose of the challenge, I feel like. Okay, I need to get out of... I need a better camera angle. I can't see. Wow, I actually got it. I actually got the dodge. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Just the high I felt in being able to dodge those attacks for the first time, being able to time the charge and actually dodge it, and then immediately followed by the soul crushing switch to Dark Souls 1. Like, that could not have been timed any better, honestly. For just absolute peak. Yes, this one I might shorten into an actual video. The one against Lemon and Doom, I don't know if I'm going to do that, just because, so this one I think I gotta do. Yes. Say, I take it you're leaving Zvi, so have a good day / night / whatever it is. And yes, just immediately kicked in the teeth. It's like, oh, you look like you're having fun and doing a good job. Well, guess what, sucker? We don't do that here. Oh. Okay, well, Estes +3, that is doable here. Enter and Orlando, also doable here. That does mean the downside is that I need to actually get them. Oh, wait, I forgot. That was not a real swap. Gosh, I keep doing that. There. Say I got a +5, so actually, kill Blacksmith Santa and join a Covenant. That is also doable. I don't like my odds, but I can go for it. How tough is Blacksmith Santa in Dark Souls 3? Because I've never actually killed him. I know he's not that bad in 2. As I've mentioned, in 1, he legitimately scares me more than any boss. Hi, Havel. Hi, Havel, can you not do that? Holy crap. I thought I was gonna do a more of a run forward with that attack. That's why I swung from so far away. So Andre isn't properly in Dark Souls 2. You have Macduff, who's kind of just senile Andre. Honestly, that's why I specified him as Blacksmith Santa in the game, or in the bingo, because it's technically not Andre, but it's Andre. No one's fooled. It's off-brand Andre. So I can reach him through the Lost Bastille, which means I need to kill Flexile Sentry. So it might not be too bad, although with a rapier that I can't properly wield. Yeah, that guy near the Ruined Sentinels. Actually, no. I don't want to. Let's say Sinner's Rise, Lost Bastille, whatever it's properly called. Say Google says that Dark Souls 3 Santa is easy. Okay, I sincerely hope so, because that'll make my job significantly easier. Now, I'm going to take care of something real quick. Hey, buddy, you ruined one of my runs. I don't even want his ring. I just want him dead. Yeah, okay, now I'm trying to remember. Dark Souls 2. So no, I don't want to kill Flexile Sentry. I want to kill Pursuer, so I can take the bird, because then that gets me to the back way, and then I can do whatchamacallit. Okay, that's good. Pursuer will be even easier. He just kind of sits there and takes it in Dark Souls 3. I am totally down to beat up a defenseless old man. Please do not clip So in a handful, so like in a year or two, when I just like randomly get arrested, they're just gonna play all these clips of what I've said out of context, and that's why I'm going to jail. um, okay, so I'm not here for Quaalag. I mean, I guess I technically am. I'm here for the Estus, though. What I should also do is join the Way of White in this game. Because I can get started on joining Covenant. Does anyone know, what is the fastest Covenant to join in Dark Souls 3? Like, that does mean I have to, beat Vort in Dark Souls 3. I understand that. But what is the fastest Covenant that I can reach in Dark Souls 3 anyway? Just in case I manage to kill Vort. I just completely walked past the Firekeeper Soul. Okay, well, back up we go. Back up we go. Way of Blue, Lady and Dancer's Room. Right. Okay. Mound Makers. Yeah, that's pretty easy. Sunlight. Does that have the faith requirement, or is that just int? Or like, I know they all kind of have a faith requirement. I forget. Yes, I forgot about the Way of Blue. Say, back when this game came out, my gosh, I'm just going to keep going the wrong way. So back when this game first came out, I actually was up until I stopped playing, just because I didn't have time, I was a very, very proud mound maker. Okay, that phased through the wall to hit me. I'll roll with it. But yeah, so I was a mound maker, and it was a lot of fun. Okay, I can die now. Yeah, my favorite thing as a mound maker to do was honestly to chill in the PvP area past Sullivan, trick the red phantoms into thinking I was on their side, and then just backstabbing them and helping the person who was invaded. And I have an arrow in my ass. Yeah, the mound makers, the mad spirits, or the mad phantoms, they're the ones after Baltree. Say, Emma, old lady, is to the left instead of the right when I'm going towards Vort. I just go up the stairs. So she is absolutely the fastest route. Yes, I was. I still am, actually. I still am. If it makes it any better, I was really, really good at the Nameless King fight. So I would help people do the Nameless King fight as a Sunbro. So, if it makes it better, I at least would also do good things. Okay, gonna go join a covenant. Gonna go join a covenant. Gonna go join a covenant. And then I'm gonna kill Santa Claus. See, this is also why I can't tell my coworkers about my plans. Because, like, I don't want them to watch this stream and be like, dude, what is wrong with you? Singing about joining a covenant and then killing Santa. And you know what's funny? If I get 4 more objectives, I technically win just by getting majority on the board. Like, I know I'm competing against myself, so it's not quite the same, but like... Wrong button. Yeah. Way up blue. Join the Covenant. So that's 1 down. And we'll return to the shrine so I can go kill... So I can go kill Buff Santa. And after Santa, God. I mean, that is kind of the way these games go, isn't it? Hello, Santa? Yes, I know it hurts. It's a sword. Okay, well, there's 1 down. I feel kind of bad about that, but... whatever. He never brings me what I want from my Christmas list anyway. Okay. So there's that. Now I just need to... I need to swap to both games long enough to do that again. Makes me nervous about the possibility of being able to do that, but we're just gonna go and try and take down Vort. See ya, Panda. Because if I can actually take down Vort, well, that'd just be cool, because I struggle to fight Vort. Oh, here's a thought I've been thinking. So after the rousing success of my pasta in a waffle iron little short, almost considered turning it into a series and just seeing what unhinged food I can make in a waffle iron. Would it drive everyone insane? Yes. Is that kind of my purpose? Well, yes. Because I like to drive people crazy. It's fun. Because I just think it'd be very, very funny to have that go viral and be like, hey, you know, all these great foodies on YouTube make all this amazing food, and then there's this one guy who just makes stuff in a freaking waffle iron because he hates humanity. like it's like the same thing from earlier where it's like, I want to be on MasterChef and just make food and make spaghetti in a waffle iron. Not because I want to do it, because I just think it'd be very, very funny. To be like, look at all... Well, that was stupid. It's like, look at all these professionals. And then there's this guy. Ordinary sausage. So, fun fact. One of my friends actually loves ordinary sausage. And, little Easter egg, you can actually find an ordinary sausage video where he was shipped a antique meat grinder. Well, that hurt. My friend is actually the one who shipped him that meat grinder. So, like, not only have I heard of ordinary sausage, I know a guy who shipped him a meat grinder for a video. He found it in an antique store and mailed it to him. So if you find that video where he mentions it, yes, I know that guy. He was my best man in my wedding. Yeah, I don't know which video it was, like, he showed me, but that was a while ago. I just know, like, he did it. And I find it very funny. And in case you're wondering, yes, all of my friends are unhinged like I am. Thank you for asking. An eclectic circle, yeah, that's a pretty good summary of it. Thing, you just need friends that match your vibe in a good way. Like, actual life advice. Have friends that, like, match your vibe in a positive way. Like, you want people who actually make you feel like you're becoming a better person by being with them. If your friends just make you feel, like, vindictive, angry, like, you like, make you just, like, hate other people, or even, like, makes you angry at them all the time, like, you probably want to, consider new friends, because at that point, that's just weight dragging you down. It's not actually people helping you be better, which is kind of what friends are really supposed to do. Because if you love someone, you want them to be better. And if you love your friends, you should want them to be better, and they should want you to be better, and they should help inspire you and help, give you incentive to be better, because it means fitting in and being like a decent human being. I hope that made sense. I know, I went from talking about making food in a waffle iron to trying to give actual life advice about friends, but I don't function as a normal person, if you did not notice. Darn it. I couldn't keep up with the third hit. But yeah, so there's that. What I have to say about that. Yeah. Be friends with people who actually make you enjoy life and want to be better just by the fact that you're around people who are good and decent. Good life advice on YouTube. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just violated all the TOS. Like, someone gets some Subway Surfers, an AI voiceover, and a vaguely explicit ad running, like, right now. We're getting too wholesome. We're getting too actual advice here. We need to slopify this right now. So remember to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell, or whatever the hell people say. I sold my soul to ChatGPT. I just realized it's absolutely going to switch in the middle of this fight. Come here. Come here, Fort. I've got a colon exam for you. Don't clip that. And yeah, I'm practicing the dad speeches. I've got a kid. I am not talking about Vort's feet. I'll let you guys do that. Well, I'm dead. But this is also exactly what I wanted, so... Wait, Way of White. Way of White is up here, and then maybe I can make it and kill Andre. Yeah, so I gotta practice dad speeches. I've got a son, and I want him to grow up to be a well-adjusted human being and a good man. Unlike me, because I might be a good man, but I'm definitely not well-adjusted. I make spaghetti in a waffle iron. Oh, no. Come on. Okay, Covenant in 2 games. knowing me, I absolutely did not get the shortcut. Correct. I forgot to get the shortcut. Whoa, whoa. Let the dogs breathe. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this will get me to Andre fast. Hopefully fast enough to, break his face. But if it is, but at the very least, I'm hoping I can at least get to a bonfire. I at least want to get to a bonfire. Well adjusted the spaghetti by breaking it. No, see, like, in a not bad way, like, in a way that I totally accept myself and love it. Like, I know I am definitely a strange man. Like, I absolutely love it. And my wife loves it, and the people around me love it. But, like, say, I cooked waffle in a spaghetti iron. Wait. Crap. I cooked spaghetti in a waffle iron because I could. Hey, JK, I've been streaming long enough now that you're awake. How's it going, man? Say, it's the real JK. Quick, everybody scatter, the real JK has appeared. Yeah, but I was saying, I know in a way that where I completely love how I am and will not change, that I am a strange person. And I mean, everyone's a little strange, is the thing to remember. It's just fun. Like, say, figuring out how'd the bingo go. So Doom beat me. It ended up like 7-13 or something like that. And now we are doing bingo with all 3 games running at once. I spent like 30 minutes fixing the code because it broke on me. But we're running smooth now, so I'm going for a Covenant and to kill the blacksmith. Let's see. Yeah. So Doom beat me. Did great. It was a lot of fun. I died to the asylum demon, so that's how quickly the skill evaporated from my body after we hit stream. Hey. Oh. Massively improved. Thank you. Yes, I found in the settings to improve the decibels on my microphone specifically, so I just cranked it up to like plus 20 decibels, and now apparently I sound great. I mean, better than my voice already sounds. My naturally smooth and luxurious voice. I have the voice of an angel. Now see, I want you guys to remember too, when I do this, when I am unhinged and do strange things, keep in mind 2 things. 3 things. I am married, I have a son, and I used to share an apartment with 3 other guys. And I am still the same now as I was then. So like, just, yeah. Imagine having me as your roommate. Okay, Andre. I am scared to do this. I am so scared to do this. I know that resets his health and everything, but... Oh, okay, he still comes up the stairs. He is... he is not taking resting for an answer. Never change. Thank you. And I think that is, yes, I think that's just good advice for people in general. Like, if you have bad habits, like, obviously change those. But, like, just your personality, if it's not bad, like, keep it. Like, I feel like people get way too caught up in trying to, like, fit what other people expect, and at that point, okay, swap to Dark Souls Remastered, that's not what I need, but whatever. It's like something I tried to instill when I was teaching middle schoolers, is like, guys, if you're faking who you are, or changing or hiding who you are to try and fit in with the other people around you, you're really just kind of, like, it's more of an audition than having actual friends. Like, yeah, so like if you have bad habits, if you have bad qualities about yourself, which everyone does, I mean, yeah, you don't want to keep those. But if it's not bad, like, embrace it. It makes you fun. And then, you find good friends like we were talking about earlier, and what do you know? Life is absolutely wonderful. Life lessons with LA. Yeah, I guess so. Yes, performances are for job interviews. I will absolutely agree with you on that. I don't know why I came here. I don't need to come here. This was a waste of my time. Yep. Yes. Say you lie on your resume and put up a performance for your job interview. That is absolutely the way to do it. For whatever legal consequences may happen, that was a joke. Which, man, I gotta say, what is the worst, for those of you who work, like, I don't actually know what the general age of my audience is, and don't tell me, just for, like, your own privacy and such things. Like, what is the worst application or interview process you've ever had? See, for me, like, I haven't had a bad interview in the sense where it's like, oh, the interview goes, well, actually, no, that's a lie. I have had, the worst interview I've had was video call. It was a video interview, which was fine. I show up to the interview, and what they did not inform me, I don't know if they told anyone, but they did not tell me specifically, I know that much, is that, sorry, I just saw JK's message. But JK, the pasta blasphemy is fun. Although I also do not want your wife to come and kill me either. Although, your wife likes my wife, at least from the snippets that Babza has heard about Mrs. T. So, like, that might balance it out enough that if she came over here, instead they'd just be friends, and I wouldn't die. Yeah, but, yeah, the worst interview I've ever had was I show up to the Zoom interview, and there were, like, 4 other potential candidates in that interview on Zoom. And, like, they were just, the interviewer was just taking turns asking us questions, and we had to answer just in front of everyone else. And I go in, and it's like I don't necessarily get nervous when interviews, like, there's a little bit of nerves, because it's like, hey, if I'm interviewing, it means I need a job, or I'm looking to switch a job. So, that little bit of nerves. But going into a Zoom interview, and all of a sudden, like, oh shit, there's, like, 3 other people, and we're all competing for the same 1 or 2 spots. Like, why would you do this? That is a horrible interview strategy. Yeah, say I never actually got offered that job, which was fine because I absolutely would have turned them down after that because that's atrocious. um, say never had a proper interview yet, but that's mostly because of college. Yeah, I hope your first and all your interviews are good. Realistically, they won't be, but hopefully, at least for your part, you interview well, even if the interviewers are not good. So they messed up the description. It's a city a few hours away. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would not be fun. And yes, it was, at the very least, I know I felt incredibly awkward because it's also just like, who does that? Surprise, group interview. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I laugh about it now, but that was horrible. Okay, so the reason I'm killing Qualag is because if I get to Anne Orlando, like, I kill her, I can go kill the Iron Golem, get to Anne Orlando, and that is game. It is very, very late for me, but I really, really want to finish this, and I can just, like, chug 5 energy drinks tomorrow morning and I'll be fine. Though I definitely should not do that. Last time I shotgunned an energy drink, I was still conscious, but, like, I just lost an hour of time. Do not recommend. Well, crap. Wait. Ooh, this is what I need. You weren't expecting an interview for? Ooh, yeah, that would just be awkward. Cause like, hey, I didn't think you were going to interview me, and I'm not really going to take this job, but here we are. You, come on, buddy. I don't care. You're sad. I know. I do not care. I just want your covenant. Okay. So now I just have to beat the pursuer, get to Lost Bastille, and take down Santa Claus. Is the not yet similar on Zoom just for working at fast? Why would they do a multi-person interview for a fast food one? Like that's insane. Oh wait, I also have to kill the last giant. I forgot about the key. No parry walking and all that for this one. So, don't get the covenant without the 8-minute monologue. Yeah, I know, but I want the covenant without the 8-minute monologue. The 8-minute monologue is boring. And I don't care about him talking about how sad he is and how doomed I am because I'm cursed. Like, sure, cool. I don't care, buddy. I'm not sad. Besides, I am the chosen undead. Which means my life can only be sunshine and rainbows. Speaking of sunshine and rainbows. Alright, I guess I'll actually kill the soldiers. Man, so close to bingo. And you know what? I'm also going to say, if I get 3 more, and get 13, I'm just going to say that I win. Because in a regular bingo, that would also be a win condition, and I'm just going to count it because it's like it is 1:45 a.m. and I'm only still here because I am very determined to beat this. This was a mistake. I thought I could... I thought I could take him down in time before the pursuer showed up, and then I could increase my fighting area. I'm retreating. Tactical retreat. I think I have the problem of not being able to use my weapon. I don't think I can afford a better one, so... I seriously can't use a broken sword effectively. Okay, two-handing I can. I say you will see the end, so do I. I want to get there. I am so very determined to do this. I'm going to suffer tomorrow at work, but I do not care. Okay. Okay, if I just get them all out here. All of you follow me. Come on down. I need you to go away and die. And I know the ballista's right there, but if I go in, then it'll pull out some more enemies, and then I just create my problem anew. You just have to be for your morning classes for attendance. Nice. Nice. Okay, just gotta get this. Oh man, that is one good looking fella right there, if I've ever seen one. It's about what I see when I look in the mirror in the morning. Okay. The giant, the totally not last giant. Oh, that is horrible. This is gonna... I'm gonna switch games before I can kill the last giant. There's no way. Can't believe I'm taking damage to the last giant. Yeah. I'm gonna say that was on purpose because I want to try and get a different weapon. The second to last giant. I mean, there's two beneath Black Gulch. Like he's absolutely not the last. Just trying to think of what would be a good strategy for me. We'll just try this. We're just going to try it, and we'll see how it does. Because I really, desperately need... I need Anne Orlando, or I need this. Okay. That's not much better, but it is slightly better. So it counts for my purposes. Nuts. Nuts. Well, whatever. Towards Anne Orlando. That's just the way it goes in 3-game bingo. We can do this. Yeah, so that was a pretty well-timed transition on the timer's part here. The timer's actually a paid actor. Alright. Quelaag, I'm very familiar with you. I do not like you. I want nothing to do with you, and you are going to die. Don't kick it. Hit it with a stick. It's the ancient way of destroying things. That thing just spat out of its mouth completely sideways. What is the tracking on that spit? Goodness gracious. Come on. Come on, spider. It's like Spider-Man's worst cousin. I'm being extra quiet because I need all my focus. Yes, that is perfect. That is exactly what I need. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Ring that bell. Blitz through Sen's Fortress faster than I've ever done it before. Perfect. See, why can't I do that on Quelaag every other time I play bingo? Thank you, J.K. Meads. Okay. Now time to get my way out of here. Okay, I now have 2 possibilities for reaching bingo. This is a good day. Good night, good whatever time it is. Yeah, I started to feel like it was switchy. I thought it was gonna be like one hit on Quelaag and then it would just switch. Be like, huh, loser. But nope, nope. It was actually nice. It was nice and polite to me for a change. I think it wants my computer wants this to end as much as I do. the, the torment and suffering I've put my computer through for this. Oh gosh. Okay. 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 Better heal so I don't die of poison if a switch happens. I know I gotta be getting close to a switch. I know I've got to be getting close. I just want to make it. I just want to make it before I do. And I'm gonna call it now. If this goes on for another 30 minutes without me winning, I'm calling it because I have to sleep. I'm sticking around this long because I am very determined to win, but at some point my sanity also has to put some limits on me here. Okay. So I'm at least safe now. That was excellent timing. Unfortunately, this does not actually help me in a way that matters. What can I do from here? Do I have a single win condition that I can get from here? No, because a lot of these are... Wow. My win conditions right now are coded towards any game but this. Drat. I am going to give Vort one try. If I lose to him, then I am going to just manually switch myself to one of the two other games. Because Dark Souls 3 does nothing for me. I definitely need to fix that in a future game board if I do this again. I know I definitely messed up with the game board. Some of them are too late game, some of them are too hard to keep track of, and some of them are too specific to the other games that it makes it so that playing something like Dark Souls 3 at this point feels like a waste of my time. Which, of course, is not exactly what I want. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Finally, 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 finally. Okay. That felt good. And that doesn't even get me anything for a win condition. I would scream, but I would wake my entire family. Whatever. I did that. Thank you for the GG. I got that, so that works. I take that. Dark Souls 3, I don't know how much longer it'll be up before it switches, but and we'll just slip by while they're distracted. Okay. All right. Now see, what's also funny, I know, is that like, so I want to get this, I'm trying to get this working for some of the other streamers too, if they want to use it. What's funny is if we do a bingo game against them with this, I'm going to get absolutely decimated just because of Dark Souls 3. And yeah, it's just, I just find it very funny where it's like, yep, code this, make it for the other ones, and then be absolutely terrible at the thing I made. Alright, well, not gonna kill the Rod of Great Wood because I don't need to. I mean, it does help me for those 6 bosses, but I just don't feel like it. I know, because I just need to kill 2 more bosses, and I get 6. So if I just take down, hello, Angry Farmer. So if I take down the 2 in Dark Souls 2 that I need, forgot about that guy. That will also cover what I am after. Gosh. You know, you can feel the Bloodborne in this level. Oh, no. Get that away from me. Get that away from me. Yeah, so you can feel the Bloodborne in this level. I'm gonna say Lemon's gonna dominate bingo. Thank you. That is exactly what I wanted. Darn it, that is not what I wanted. What I want is for the game to switch. You know what? I'm going to test my... Nope, the switcher key that I put in to test the Dark Souls 2 game window did not work. I may just manually switch because it is late. We're manually switching. It's late. I'm tired. I've proven that the code works. You've gotten to see the code. And I've done pretty dang good. So... Plus, it seems that some of you are determined to follow the suffering with me until victory, regardless of what time it is for you. So I'm also going to do this so we can all be released from this prison of my own making. Hey, and you know what's funny? It was going to switch from Dark Souls 3 to Dark Souls 1. It just displayed the message for me. So I even happened to choose the very game it wanted. If I've got video evidence, so every time it switches to Dark Souls 3, I'm just going to switch to one of the other ones. Because forget that. It's time to end this. Still can't believe I put Fume Knight and Shrine of Amana on there. I was not thinking with my head. I don't know what I was thinking with. I think I might have been thinking with like my left kidney or something. But that was not a smart one to put on the board. We'll go say hi to Andre. Or, you know, what's left of him. And I want to add a mute feature for the windows that are minimized or in the background, but I am also so scared to touch the code now that I got it working. Thinking with my liver, yeah. Alright. We're so close. Okay, I just got to get through this. Son of a gun. I thought I could make it. We got this. So those who have stuck with me for so long, we are so very, very close. Okay, be patient this time, even though I've got a snake bearing down on me here. We can do this. We got this. You know what? We take this. We don't take that. We don't take that. Oh, now it's just messing with me. Now the game is just messing with me. What do I even have to do at work tomorrow? Trying to think if I'll have enough brain cells for it. I'm sure I will, but I don't think I really have anything urgent, so I took care of all that today. And Fridays, where I work, are shortened days, which is absolutely incredible. So I have the nice benefit of no matter what I do, hello, Snake. Goodbye, Snake. So close. Hello. Goodbye. Okay. I can make it. Skip work. I am not skipping work. I like my job and I need to keep my PTO. Let's say I might have stuff going on later next year and it carries over, so I want to make sure I hold on to as much of it as I can. Plus, while I don't have anything urgent, I do still have stuff that I need to do, even if it's not necessarily urgent. Plus, I like getting paid, and okay, I don't know who just died. That sounded like Dark Souls 2. I don't know why Dark Souls 2 would have just died, but Dark Souls 2 just died. Wait, grab that. Say go and spend the entire day in the bathroom. Sweet, it's swapped to Dark Souls Remastered again. It wants me to do this. The code is begging for me to let it end. My computer is begging for mercy. It says, please, sir. Please. My code is compiling. So I do have to. I don't have to, but I am choosing to write some code tomorrow because it'll make part of my job easier. So we're moving stuff from a physical server to the cloud, and I'm writing something that'll automatically move it for me, and then also run through and check and tell me if anything didn't transfer between the two. So that way I can make sure it's running smoothly without having to do any full checks. Well, that was just rude. Yeah, it is gonna... Wait a minute. I have an idea. I do not care about losing my humanity. Or about losing my souls. I want the humanity. I have an idea. There is a very special friend up there who can very easily take care of this whole fight by himself. So even if it swaps, I could probably win. Let's go get ourselves an Iron Tarkus. I should probably also take care of the Firebomb Giant, huh? But I really don't want to. I'm gonna try and do it without beating him because why not? If I rush the bridge and Tarkus rushes the bridge with me, I think we can do it. So I still consider it the strangest thing that the Iron Golem... He's this way, right? The Iron Golem cannot be staggered. Or, not staggered. The Iron Golem cannot bleed, but it still has a blood animation when you hit it. See, on the one hand, I'm thinking of taking care of the Iron Golem. On the other hand, or the Fire Giant. On the other hand, nah. Tarkus and I got this. Tarkus and I have got this. We got this. Come on, Tarkus. Get your butt over here. Come on, Tarkus. He missed. Okay, he hit. I was gonna say, how on earth did he miss? The iron golem is the size of a house. Here we go. Get him. Get him. Don't just stand there. Actually get him. I need your help, please. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. I did it. I did it. That is a bingo. That is a bingo. We did it. We reached San Orlando. I'm closing the program. Oh, I'm closing the program. Oh my gosh, we did it. Oh, that was fun. I definitely need to tweak it if I ever do this again. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for joining. This was fantastic. You are all wonderful human beings. The world is better with you in it, and I am going to sleep. Goodbye.